Yes, definitely. There are Japan, Eastern Europe, Italy, Germany, and South Korea. To overcome population decline, countries often implement a combination of policies such as family-friendly policies to support work-life balance, parental leave, and affordable childcare. Next, immigration, because immigrants can contribute to workforce and help maintain demographic balance. Also, economic incentives such as tax breaks and subsidies. Social support systems, including healthcare, education, and elderly care. Lastly, flexible work arrangements to make sure that the community can balance their work and family life. How does the population decline in population align with global efforts and policies related to sustainable development and population control? They are family planning. International efforts often focus on promoting voluntary family planning to achieve a balance between population growth and sustainable development. Next, education and empowerment. By investing in education, particularly for women, and promoting gender equality, it can contribute to lower birth rates as educated women often choose to have fewer children. However, the alignment can bring challenges such as economic inflation. Population decline can pose economic challenges, especially in the terms of sustaining a productive workforce. Next, it can result in labor shortages. Declining population can lead to labor shortages, impacting various sectors such as healthcare, manufacturing, and services.
Yes, there are actually various societal and cultural changes that may contribute to the decline in the population issues. First, education and career goals. As individuals are more prioritizing their educations and career goals, they are less likely and less interested in starting families early. Okay, so this choice in turn affects their fertility rates and family planning, especially for those who are in delay marriage, aging 40 plus and above. In addition, increased access to education and career opportunities for women also plays a role. Okay, so it tends to empower them, therefore providing them more control over family planning decisions. And empower women often choose to have fewer children, contributing to the decline in the population growth. Moreover, as LGBTQ ideologies are more and more widespread, the existence of same sex couples who have much fewer biological children on average compared to normal couples also negatively affect the population. Instead of bearing a child of their own, they can only adopt or surrogate, which are processes which may not be accessible to many. Next, economic pressure. Raising a child is often associated with high costs, especially nowadays. High cost of living, including housing, healthcare, and also education, can create financial stress for families, especially for younger parents. Therefore, now many families choose to avoid having more children or delay childbearing until they feel more financially secure. This trend thus impacts the population as a whole in a negative way.
Okay, so the perspectives on population decline may differ between developing and also the developed countries. Okay, this statement is supported by Dyson 2010 as he has identified population growth, fertility, and also age structural change as well as urbanization as demographic factors that affect economic growth. So according to Heidi and Hodge 2009, the relationship between population growth and economic output growth has been studied extensively. So the social structure, religious beliefs, economic prosperity, and also urbanization within each country are likely to affect birth rates as well as abortion rates. It is believed that the ideas of population decline are supported by the developed countries as they tend to have a lower fertility rate due to lifestyle choices associated with their economic influence as they are considered a high income country. So these may include a situation where the mortality rates are low and the birth control is easily accessible. So developed countries also tend to focus on educating their people to be successful and work on professional careers, leading them to have children quite late in life, normalize the abortion, and may not get married at all. But different for the developing country, they oppose the idea of population decline since it might affect the growth of their economy. In developing countries, fertility rates tend to be higher since they are poorly resourced countries. So in these countries, the lack of access to contraceptives and generally lower levels of female education leads to a higher fertility rate. Furthermore, the developing countries also have a general point of view where the children are needed as a labor force and to provide care for their parents in old age. Okay, since the family might not get a high amount of salary payment that can accommodate their life, the parents have no choice rather than to have many children to support them and find money at a young age. Okay, so to conclude the points, the perspectives on the population decline may differ based on a country's development stage and their unique circumstances. Developing countries may still be dealing with high birth rates, while developed countries might be focused on supporting population decline while keeping their countries more advanced.
In my opinion, I think that there are a few policies that the government could try to implement in overcoming this issue, such as the childcare support policies, where the government should introduce or increase the number of childcare services, facilities that could ease the burdens of the parents while they were working when they were having children. And the second policies that the government could try to implement is the family support policies, where the government could help this family in reducing their financial burden, such as give them tax reduction or initiative in help them to take care of their children. And also the work-life balance initiative, taking Japan government as an example, where the Japan government implemented this policy to give the parents a work-life balance environment where they could also take care of the children while they were working, such as giving them flexible working hours, reducing overtime work, and so on. And the last policies that the government could also try to implement is that they could extend the maternity and paternity leave for parents, for new parents or for parents, just like the Japan government where they implemented this, that extended the maternity leave and paternity leave to both of the parents.
The first factor would be individual autonomy and reproductive rights. We as a society emphasize individual autonomy and the right to make decisions about one's own body, including reproductive choices. Moreover, in ethical aspect, we respect individuals' freedom to decide when and how many children to have. The second factor would be the access to reproductive health care. We would uphold our human rights to have access including contraception, family planning services, and maternal health care to take care of our overall health. In contrast, the reproductive health care addresses disparities to society due to economic inequality and lack of infrastructure. Therefore, ethical considerations are important to ensure that everyone has an equal opportunity to access essential healthcare services.